Hi guys, it's Maisie and this is a different sort of YouTube video than I've done before, and this YouTube video is about how to grow and be the best version of yourself, how to develop your mindset and your worth ethic and stuff like that, and also how you perceive yourself and who you associate yourself with. So number one is stop falling victim into things that do not serve you. For example, if you have someone in your life that they talk negative about you, something maybe they see on social media, or they make a judgment of you, if you're going to let their opinion of you define you, then how are you going to improve? Like, what you need to focus on is how you see yourself. You cannot control what people say about you. People are going to say things about you regardless. If you're the best person in the world or not, people are going to say things about you. And you need to learn to not let their opinion define you. And it's so important because, like, for example, if someone says to me, I'm not smart, I'm not going to go sit there and be like, oh my God, I'm so upset. They just said to me, I'm not smart. Like, I'm not going to go let their opinion define me. Like, you are the only person, like, you wake up with yourself every single day. You go to bed with yourself every single day. You spend the whole day with yourself. People can come in and out your life. People are never permanent. People come in and out your life and they are not there for every single chapter of your life. You only have yourself for that. So you need to learn to not accept people's shit. If people say stuff about you, do not let that define you. Like, you should only let define what you think of yourself. Like, people are always going to assume things about you, and you need to look into the mirror and be like, look, I am smart. I am worthy of life. I'm healthy, whatever. You need to do that mindset, like, I'm smart, I'm beautiful, oh, my skin's clearing up, my hair looks so healthy, my body looks so nice today. Like, you've got to treat yourself with kindness, and like, you've got to just realise that people's opinions of you are just empty noise. Like, they're just empty noise, and you can't let that define your mentality on how you see yourself on a daily basis. Like, people are going to make a judgment of your life and what they see from like a snippet of it, and you've got to learn to not let that define you, because it should never define you. You can also not control what people say about you. You can only control your reaction to it. So for example, if someone says something, okay, they said that, ouch, that hurts, but I know full well I'm not going to make a reaction out of it because it's not worth my time, it's not worth my effort. I know I'm just going to go look in the mirror and tell myself that I am beautiful, and their opinion does not define me because they're making a judgment when they do not know me. Like, I know myself. I know myself. If someone says to me I'm not smart, I do not let that hurt me because I know I am smart and I am capable. I do not let people's opinions of me define me in the slightest. Number two, this world is so giving, but you've got to work with it. For example, if you're there being like, okay, I want to be rich, I'm a money magnet, I am rich, but you sit there and you do nothing, you go sleep in your bed and you expect money just to come like that because you've asked the universe for it, it's not going to come. It's not going to. You've got to realise that this world is so giving. This world is going to give you so much, but you've got to have that mindset to think, okay, I'm going to achieve this, but I've also got to learn my steps on how I'm going to achieve that. For example, if you said to the world, I want clear skin, but then you don't go and do your daily skincare routine, you don't drink a lot of water, you don't maybe go to the doctors, you don't cut out processed foods, or you don't eat loads of fruit and veg that help your skin, you don't take vitamins, like your skincare routine, you just think, oh, like, I'm just going to skip it tonight, I can't be bothered to do my skincare routine tonight. Would the best version of yourself decide, no, I'm not going to do my skincare routine tonight? Like, it's a hard truth. Like, don't shoot the messenger. Like, it's a hard truth, but like, you got to realise that the best, like, would the best version of yourself not do it because, no, I can't be bothered, I'll do it another day? Think about what the best version of yourself would do. Because I know for a while, the best version of myself would not skip my skincare routine. The best version of myself would not, can't be bothered to tidy up my room because I'm not in the mood. The best version of myself is not going to go eat processed, obviously, don't get me wrong, you're allowed to eat processed food, but like, if I want to like lose weight, whatever, the like best version of myself isn't going to go skip that because, oh, I can't be bothered. No. My best version of myself, like, for example, when you're about to go message an ex, different off topic, you got to think, is the best version of myself going to do that? Like, you got to think the universe was on your side for a reason. That person is gone out of your life now for a reason. Do not message them again. They are out of your life. It's a blessing in disguise. So don't get me wrong, if I'm connecting with this person really well, and I'm catching feelings for them, I really like him, and then one day we stop talking anymore, I'm going to be upset, of course I am. But then I think to myself, it's the universe on my side telling me that they're not serving me as they should, and they're going to go because they're not going to fulfill my life in any way. And I need to stop thinking, I'm going to go message him when I'm drunk, whatever. Oh, I'm going to give him a message and see if he wants to hang out, whatever. No. Is the best version of yourself going to do that? No. So don't do it. Okay, next up, stop comparing yourself to other people. Like, social media is such a burden because what you're doing is you're comparing yourself to someone else online. Oh, she has a better lifestyle. She has more money. Whatever. He has more money, whatever. He has a nicer car, whatever. And then you're thinking, like, okay, I'm comparing yourself. But what you don't see is you need to be grateful for the shit you actually currently have. Because even though some people might have it better than you, there's also people that don't have it better than you. There's people in a hospital bed with, like, and they have so much money, but they don't have their health. And you can have so much money, but as long as, if you don't have your health, then what is that all good for? Nothing. Like, there's people that literally have lost a family member today. There's people that can't afford food. There's people that can't afford to pay their rent. There's people out there that can't even afford to have a house and they're on the street. And you're sitting there comparing yourself to someone on social media that is on a yacht right now and they're in Ibiza, like, doing all this fun stuff. Stop comparing yourself to people that have it better than you, because there's people out there that would do anything just to have a meal, just to have dinner. Like, and you're comparing yourself thinking, okay, well, they have it a lot better than me, so I'm going to now think that my life is horrible, my life is terrible. No. What you need to do at night or in the morning or any time during the day is you need to think to yourself, okay, I am grateful because I have food. I am grateful because I have a room. I am grateful because I have a roof over my head. I am grateful because I have health. My body is capable of so much things. I'm able to walk every day. I'm able that I have all of these things. I'm able to go to the shop and I can buy myself if I want something. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful that I have people in my life. I'm grateful that I have this and that and whatever. Like, because if you're comparing yourself to people that have more, you're never going to be grateful for the things that you actually currently have. Like, exactly what I just said a minute ago, there could be someone in a hospital bed with, like, loads of money, but they have no health, and all they want is health. That's all they want is health. But you have that. You have that as a blessing, but you don't think of it as a blessing because you just think it's a normal day-to-day facility. Like, that's normal, I have it. No. Like, you've got to realise that you're so grateful for what you have because you already have a lot. But the thing is, though, don't get me wrong, if you want more, achieve yourself. Like, manifest and work hard and get to having more. Work hard to have more so you can be the one on the yacht. You can also achieve more, but do not compare yourself. Never compare yourself. It's such a horrible thing to do, and social media is so bad for it. And you've got to realise as well, if you're following people on social media that do not benefit you, do not follow them. Like, for example, with me, I'm following 200 people on social media. 200. These people are people that benefit me. These people that bring positive attitudes to my life. I barely follow people that I went to school with. I don't follow them. Doesn't mean I don't like them. Never means that. It means that I don't want to go on my phone, see you've posted on Instagram, go click onto your profile and then stalk your account for half an hour and think, you're doing this, you're doing that. That's not beneficial for my time. I follow people that inspire me. I follow people that bring the best version of myself. Like, for example, I follow people that say, okay, like, I'm grateful for things I have. I don't follow people that say, I'm not grateful. I don't follow people that don't do anything to improve their life. I don't do that. Like, people that I follow are people that generally profit me in a way. The next thing is to love your current self. For example, okay, I want to lose weight. I want to build more muscle, whatever. Okay, yeah, of course do that. But that's not going to happen overnight, and you know that's not going to happen overnight. You know it's going to take months of grafting and working hard. So what you got to think is, okay, this is my current self. This is how I look right now. So I've got to goddamn learn to love myself right now because this is how I look. And that is so important, to love your current self. Look in the mirror and say, you are so beautiful today. Like, instead of looking in the mirror being like, oh, like, my skin's breaking out, or like, oh, I don't really like my... No, honey, no. Look in the mirror and be like, I am stunning. I'm gorgeous. I am smart, I am intelligent, whatever. Think about yourself physically and mentally. Think about the benefit and, like, talk positively about yourself. Because if you're going to talk negatively about yourself, like, you are going to believe that stuff. Like, if you look in the mirror and you'll be like, oh, I'm so ugly, I'm dumb, whatever, and you think that and you look into the mirror, you're going to start to believe that. Of course you're going to start to believe it, because you're going to tell yourself that every single day. You're going to believe that. But if you look in the mirror and tell yourself positive things, you're going to believe those positive things. You know, like, that's how the universe works. It's so simple. It's science. Talk positive about yourself and you're going to believe it. Next one I want to talk about is forgiving yourself. Forgiving your past self. Every single human on this planet has done things they're not proud of. Every single person is learning themselves. Like, there's things that I've done back in the years that I would never ever dream of doing now. But I've done it. And I'm not going to go sit there and be like, oh, I wish I never done that. No, I've done that. And that helped me grow. No, don't do that now. Like, you've got to make mistakes to be the best version of yourself. You have to. And the thing is, though, I'm going to look back, like, a year ago today, I think, okay, I wouldn't act like that now. I would not act like that now. But I know in a year's time, I'm going to look back at today and be like, I wouldn't act like that now. Because you're currently growing. And, like, there's always things that you've done wrong, but that was because you were young. You were learning your steps in your life. Like, you were learning how to be a better version of yourself. Like, you were making mistakes to be a better version of yourself. Like, do not let that eat you up. Like, if you don't find yourself worthy of forgiveness, how are you going to improve and be the best version of yourself for now and in the future? Like, let that sink in. Like, do not let your past define you. Because if you let that define you and you're so focused, like, your mentality is so focused on the past self, your future self is never going to blossom. Because you're so focused on your past self. Like, every minute you're getting older and you're getting closer to death and you're so worried about your past self. You're so worried about what you've done when you were 12 years old. You're so worried about what you've done when you were 16 years old. Like, no, honey, you're growing every day. Stop worrying about your past self. Like, you've got to release your trauma and, like, find your inner peace of yourself. Like, you've got to focus on your healing, and you've got to do it alone. You've got to do it alone, because otherwise, if you don't do it alone, you are going to bleed out onto other people in your life, your friends, your family, your relationships. Like, if you're in a relationship with someone and in the past someone cheated on you and you haven't healed from that fully and you get into a new relationship, you're not going to fully trust that person because you're going to be so focused on what they've done. When they haven't done it, it's what the past person has done. They haven't done nothing, honey. So stop treating them like shit. You've got to also realise that sometimes it's you. Like, don't get me wrong, cheating is them, but if you're in a new relationship and you're taking it on them, no, that's on you. You haven't learned to love yourself. You haven't learned to forgive and let go. And, okay, not forgive the person for cheating, but you haven't learned to let go of what's happened. And accept that that's just him. It's not everyone in this world. And if you're not going to forgive that and move on, how are you going to get into a new relationship and have full trust in that? You're not. And also, I'm not saying do it alone in the sense that if you want to improve, yeah, of course, maybe get a therapist. Maybe even sit in your room and get a notepad and write down things you're grateful for. Write down what you improve, but speak to the universe. Speak to yourself. You know, maybe just go to the fucking woods and speak to a tree. Being like, look, this is what's going on in my life. I need to speak to someone. But sometimes it's not always good to bring other people into it because then they have an opinion that might not benefit you. They might tell other people and then it goes into a bigger thing. Sometimes just fucking speak to a tree. I mean, I haven't done it. Why not do it? Like, speak to the universe, speak to yourself, whatever. Write it down. Get a camera like this and just speak to yourself. And look, this is what's going on in my life. I'm hurt. I'm in pain. Speak to yourself. It's not like, oh, that's so cringy. Why would you do that? No, grow up. Speak to yourself. You know, like, speak to a therapist. Speak to God. Speak to the universe. Speak to people, you know? Okay. The next one is stay away from people that are negative in your life. For example, if you're hanging around with someone, let's say it's a friend, and you're with them and she's like, oh, do you remember what Jessica done last weekend? She's such a slag. No. One, never name call people. Never name call people unless it's in a benefit way. Never call someone a slag. Never call someone a bitch. Never speak negatively upon someone because that is horrible. That is disgusting. If I'm with someone and I hear them say, this person's a bitch, you're gone. You're gone. You do not talk negatively about someone. No matter what they've done, you do not call people names. You don't do that. That's childish behaviour. You do not do that. And yeah, like, you don't associate yourself with people like that. If you're spending your time with them and all they're doing is talking negative about you or talking negative about other people and they're saying they're like, oh, I'm so ugly, I wish I can, like, improve myself, then improve yourself. Like, you've got to be with people that have the same mindset and mentality as you. Like, I hang around with people that when I'm with them, we talk business, we talk money, we talk being the best version of ourselves, we talk healing journey, our skincare routine, how to be a good version of yourself. We talk that. We don't talk about other people. Like, we don't. I don't talk about you. Like, the only reason I'll talk about other people is uplifting them. But yeah, gossip is fine, of course. Like, something, you're human at the end of the day. Something happens, you're gonna go talk about it. Like, you're human, it's fine. Gossip, yeah. But do not talk negatively upon people, because it's not worth it. And some people are so scared of being alone, they associate themselves with negative people that bring them down, people that are so horrible to them. You're being so dishonest to yourself. Like, for your own sake, get rid of them, because they're not serving you and you're letting people walk all over you. Like, for example, if you get into a relationship, right, or you have a new friendship ever, and they say something negative about you, and you sit down and you laugh it off, like, haha, okay. No. If someone in my life does something negative towards me, tells me something like, oh, you're a bitch, I say something like, don't you dare speak to me like that. Don't you dare speak to me like that. And then it's not going to go escalate. It's not going to go turn into worse. And they're going to like do it. If you say it from the beginning, do not do that to me. They won't do it to you. And if they do carry on doing it to you, you leave. You leave. It's them. It's not you. You leave. The thing is, though, there's so many people in this world that are so small-minded, and they're not going to leave their own mentality that they have of, it is what it is, that's my life, whatever. They're not going to leave it. So if you're going to carry on being with them, you're going to mold into them. You know, you're going to be them. Like, whoever you hang around with, you mold into them. So if you hang around people that are so negative and have no motivation to be a better version of themselves, and they're just kind of stuck in their own wavelength of, okay, it's what it is, whatever, and you're with them, you're going to associate yourself into that mindset. You've got to be with people that's like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that in my life. And if you hang around with them, you're going to benefit into that. Like, for example, if you're in a toxic environment, let's say a toxic household, you have a toxic family, whatever. My advice to you, okay, get a job. Save money. Work extra hours at the job so you're staying away from home, because if you're with those negative people, they are going to drain your energy. They're going to drain your power. And like, the only thing you have control of when people talk about you and be horrible to you is your reaction. You don't have control over what they're going to say about you. You only have control about your reaction. So your reaction could be staying away from them. Doing more hours at the job, staying away from them. Going out on a walk for 3-4 hours, staying away from them. And when you're working extra hours, save that money and try and move out. You need to be away from these toxic people. You need to. Because if you're with them people all the time, they're going to bring you down. They're not going to benefit you. They're not going to help you strive to be the best version of yourself. You need to be away from these negative people. Okay, next thing is you've got to be a warrior. You need to stop giving up on things when things get tough. For example, okay, you've wanted this job and you go apply for it and they turn you down. They turn you down, okay, I'm going to give up. Maybe, let's say for example, it's a fashion job and the people in the fashion industry, they turn you down. Gonna give up. Maybe fashion wasn't for me all along. No, honey. There's millions of other jobs to do with fashion out there. Just because that one job turned you down doesn't mean another one isn't going to turn you down. You need to stop giving up. You've got to carry on. Like, you could go to the gym every single day for a whole 2 weeks and you eat healthy and you see no results. Do you think the results are just going to give in to you like that? No, you've got to carry on working. You can't. And if you decide to give up, those results are never going to come, honey. Because you got to keep going at it. And if you decide to give up, then you're not being a warrior. You know, you're not working fucking hard to get where you want to be. Like, you've also got to count your fucking blessings that you have right now. Like I said earlier, like, I am thankful that the fact that I have all these fucking things in my life. But I'm also going to be a warrior to achieve the things that I want to achieve. Like, I have so much things that I want to achieve in my life, but I'm going to work hard to make sure I get there. And also, from this video, a little bit of inspiration, I'm watching a lot on YouTube, The Wizard Liz. Some of you might have heard her, some of you might not have. Watch her. It's videos like this. She's the most inspirational person you'll ever fucking meet. She tells you how to be the best version of yourself, and a lot of these videos are actually inspired by her. Like, again, like, that's the thing, like, I'm thankful to have her in my life, to, like, teach me how to be the best version of myself. So, yeah. That's all for the video today. I have probably about a million other things I could talk about being the best version of yourself and achieving your goals. Like, this video is kind of talking about how to improve your current self and get rid of that whole negativity so you can focus on being the best version of yourself. But I can do another video about speaking about how to be the best version of yourself for the future, telling yourself how you're going to achieve your goals, what you're going to do to achieve your goals. like your daily routine to achieve your goals. I could tell you that in a future video. But yeah, I just wanted to do that video today and just kind of speak my mind on how I've been feeling a lot recently with how this whole world is so fucked, in the sense that a lot of people think that nothing's going to get gifted to them just because they don't like do anything to work hard for it. Like, speak to the universe, you know, like the universe is with you, you know, like work hard for what you want in your life. Things do not get gifted to you, and you've got to be grateful for what you have. You've got to be grateful for things that you currently have. Like, there's so many things that you have in your life already that you've got to be so grateful for. Like, I'm thankful for so many things in my life, but there is still things I want to achieve. I don't let my past stuff define me. I don't give up when things get tough. I work hard. I strive. If I want to be the best version of myself, I am going to be the best version of myself. You know? I count my blessings. I wake up every single day and be like, thank you for giving me another day to be alive. I can say it in my head or say it out loud. I'm like, thank you for waking me up. Because people are so in this world thinking, oh, it's fine. Your life can go on like this. Everyone knows that there's an end. There is an end, and it can go any single day. So when you wake up every morning, be thankful that you woke up. Be thankful that God decided to give you another day in your life. Be thankful that you've just woken up. You've just been given another day. How blessed is that? You've got another 24 hours. Could be more, could be less. You've got more. You've just been given more. So be thankful for that. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. Please give it a thumbs up. And make sure to follow my Instagram. It's maisie.lily. And yeah, thank you so much. Bye, guys.